Well, good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining me here at You Are Born a Winner, the place where you can come and find your true destiny and your true meaning of life, the place where you can be yourself and not be judged by others for doing it, the place where all of your dreams can come true by simply sharing your story and living your dream. Today, I'm going to share about risky business. I encourage you to find a place where you can really focus on my message and realize the best is yet to come for you. Risky business. Let's begin. How often do you take risks? What do you consider about risks? What do you consider taking a risk? Have you ever thought that getting into your car every day is a risk? Probably not. What is a calculated risk? Excuse me, there I got tongue-tied. What is a calculated risk? A calculated risk is a risk that we take that has a definite outcome. When my wife and I took our walk the other night, we didn't sit down before we went out and calculated how many lightning strikes there would be. We didn't let the fact that we could have lost our lives in the storm dictate whether we lived life to the fullest or not. Just like right before going in your automobile, you wouldn't sit down and try to figure out what the internet statistics were about people that had died in car accidents each day, would you? No. You just got into your car believing that you would be okay, just as we did when we took that possibly lethal walk in that thunder and lightning storm that beautiful Saturday evening. And that was about a week ago, actually. Having children. When we strategized about having children, we briefly summarized what it would take, but we didn't let the fact that everything around us looked bleak and it would not be a good idea to bring a child into this world. No. When we were planning our future, we looked at the positive outcome. So why in the world wouldn't we want to do the same for our financial futures? Why would we blatantly just follow the crowd hoping to get a different outcome? Sounds crazy, right? Kind of the definition of insanity. Have you heard it before? Doing the same thing over and over and over, hoping to get better results or different results? So anyway, when we follow the crowd and hope that someone else will fix the mess that we have gotten ourselves into, then we have no one else to blame but ourselves when things fall apart. We live in a world of denial. Denial that things won't get worse or that we don't have to do anything different. We will just be okay. Are you one of those people that just hopes that the economy will turn around? Say, for instance, that your child or your kid is getting bullied at school. You're very aware of the situation and are ready to act. We have no problem acting when it comes to our children or spouse being bullied. But what about our bosses? What if we worked for an abuser but continued to put up with the abuse? Many people out there do because they are too afraid to stand up for what they believe in fear that they will lose their jobs or rock the boat. Too many people in life become comfortably uncomfortable because of fear or taking a risk. Do you avoid risk because you are too afraid to make a stand? If you do, I empathize with you, not sympathize. I have been there and done that, but now realize that no, I do mean no, job is worth trashing our self-worth. How long would you put up with someone abusing your children? Do you realize that if you allow yourself to be abused, then you are secretly giving an example to your children that it is okay for them to be abused also? Let me read that again. Do you realize that if you allow yourself to be abused, then you are secretly giving an example to your children, or unknowingly giving an example to your children that it is okay for them to be abused also? When will we together break out of this vicious cycle? Making the change can be scary and risky. See, my camera's moving there, sorry. I had to work on it there. So making the change can be risky and scary. Are you ready to make a change? If so, listen on. But if not, turn me off right now and continue to believe that if you don't do anything different, that your life will change. You can go on continuing to allow yourself to be beaten down, trodden under, and abused if you want. When I was given this dream of helping thousands of people become financially free and being able to help them eliminate their jobs, I came with a purpose and mission to help restore the family structure and bring mom and dad home to raise their kids instead of someone else. I came with the belief that I can and will make a difference in the lives of others. Do I face the threat or risk of ridicule? You better believe it. Is it worth it? Yep. Could it be scary at times? Yes. Will I let it deter me? Heck no. I wouldn't change it for anything. Just like the other day when we walked in that thunderstorm, where I later found out that there were 2,800 lightning strikes. Would we have not gone out in it? No way, Jose. It was the most romantic and exhilarating walk I have ever been on with my wife since we met. The threat of loss of life, but the thrill of the adventure. It was amazing and I would do it again. What about you? Does every time you take a risk have to be calculated? Does everything have to be perfect before you believe you will succeed? Let me remind you that you don't live in a perfect world and there will never be a perfect time to succeed. Now is the time and here's the opportunity to move forward with what you already own, your story. If you have ever read a guidepost pamphlet, Chicken Soup for the Soul, or Reader's Digest, then you know what I mean. It is full of stories of lives that were changed because they were willing to share their personal successes and failures with others. What will you do to help other human beings feel better about themselves? Will you get out of your own way and begin to take your eyes off of yourself and become the instrument that God has created you to be? You have your own story to tell and you own it. You don't have to own what others may have done to you, but you can personally own the changes that you have made. What you do with it can help determine your financial future. But if you don't ever share it and hoard it to yourself, you will never be able to experience the freedom that you could have. Like I say again, you will never be able to experience the freedom that you could have if you will begin to share it. With freedom comes risk. With risk comes reward. And with reward comes the satisfaction of knowing that you are living your life to the fullest. Will you begin now? Join me here at my website at YRBAW. That's YRBAW.com. And you can also find me on my Facebook page at You Are Born a Winner. So today I tell you that risky business, yes, it can be to succeed, to be in that less than 1% level. But you can do it because you are born a winner. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again on my channel here and on my Facebook page. Bye now.